It's summertime. That means it's the perfect time of year to change the outside of your house, because let's face it, you're going to be spending a lot of time outdoors with your friends and family. And today we're talking to Hunter Maris. He's the owner of H&R Homes.
This house basically is it's an all wood house. We're going to be putting new vinyl siding on the house. We're going to be doing PVC AZEK trim around all the windows, so something a little bit different, a little bit more upscale look. We're replacing all the doors, the exterior doors in the house. They're rotting out. The house is about 30 years old. So it just needs those usual maintenance things, replacing the siding, putting in new doors, and they've got a small deck in the back that definitely needs some attention too.
Now, Hunter, a lot of contractors, they do hundreds of jobs a year. You don't do that many, but it's for a good reason.
Yeah, we're a smaller company. I mean, we're a family-owned business. We've been that way since 1979. I learned the business from my dad.
Well, Hunter, I'm pretty intrigued by what you're going to do to this house, because I know a lot of houses of friends and family that look pretty similar. So shall we head over there?
Sure,
and see
let's
what
check
we're doing?
it out. All right. This house, as you can see here, I mean, it's a cedar clapboard house. It's only about 30 years old, but the paint, the wood is obviously gone. And what we're going to do here, we're going to remove all the clapboard siding. We're going to put new vinyl siding by Mastic on here, which is just beautiful stuff. We've been using it for over 34 years. And we're going to actually use a product called AZEK, which is a PVC trim that's going to basically go in place of their traditional wood window trim. And that's just going to be absolutely beautiful.
Now, you were telling me earlier, wood is basically out. There's so many new great products out that almost take the place of wood.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, here's the AZEK. This is the PVC trim. We use it a lot. Use it in a lot of my decks for skirting around the deck trim. You use it everywhere. All of our doors. I mean, we're putting in new doors here. And imagine this is basically going to go in place of the wood that's there now. It's a solid PVC, so there's, it's never going to need painting. It's never going to need any maintenance, and it's going to look as good, the first day we put it on as it is 30 years from now.
And now, when it comes to the siding, tell me more about what you're doing and all the color combinations that you can get.
Sure. Well, Mastic is the manufacturer who's making the siding we're going to use here. They're my #1 vinyl siding manufacturer. They make a ton of colors. This particular house is going to be called Quiet Willow. It's a green color, so it's the body of the house is going to be green with that white AZEK trim around here, white trim going around the house. White gutters. I mean, it's really going to look a lot different than it does now. A lot cleaner. It's really going to look sharp.
I think it's really going to pop too.
It really is going to pop.
All right, here's the windows and the trim before, and here's the same windows and trim afterwards. But it's not just the windowsills and the siding you're changing. The doors are going to have a lot of changing too.
Absolutely. This is a steel door. The panel is steel, and this is a wood jamb. And the problem with these doors, this is probably only about a 25-year-old door, but the wood starts to rot out, especially on the bottoms of the jambs. And you can see over here, it's all just starting to rot in the wood. The paint just flakes off. So the new doors, the way I buy them, from Thermal-Tru, who's the manufacturer, we actually order these PVC jambs, which is just amazing stuff. So that, again, the jamb is solid plastic, no wood in it, never requires painting, never going to rot on you. So, the door should last you, the life of the house, really.
Here's the before doors and the whole house, and look at the after.
And then back here near the deck, we're also going to be fixing this all around this sunroom. This was built about 7 years ago, and this skirting on the bottom, we're going to rebuild all this with some fiber cement board, and again, some of my beautiful PVC trim that we love to use. So all this red board here is basically going to be replaced with white PVC trim, and the centerpiece is going to be fiber cement board with another PVC border running around it. So it's just going to look absolutely great, and it's going to last, and it's not going to require any maintenance. This new material is just absolutely awesome. We use a ton of it.
Check out the exterior of the sunroom. All right, well, now to the porch.
Okay, let's check out that deck.
So, Hunter, it's summertime. People love sitting out on their decks and enjoying it. This one's a little bit small, so you're going to redo it for them.
We are, yeah. In fact, this addition, they had a contractor about 7 years ago that built the addition for them. Did a nice job. The deck, he didn't do such a nice job. It's only 7 years old. It's got to be replaced. The materials are a little shoddy. The workmanship's a little questionable. So we're going to replace it with new materials, better materials, and we're going to go a little bit larger. We're going to almost double the size of it. Still not going to be a humongous deck. It's not really what they wanted. They just wanted a place to sit down with a couple of chairs at night, place to put the grill. That kind
exactly.
of thing.
Enjoy your morning coffee.
Exactly. They got a beautiful big
point.
backyard. They got a beautiful spot here. Here's a couple of the products. We're going to be using AZEK's PVC decking. The color is actually going to be it's called clay, so it's going to complement the color of the house. That green color, the vinyl that's going to be, it's going to look beautiful. And then we're going to use our same AZEK PVC trim board that we use all the way around the deck. So it's really going to tie in the white trim. And we've got our cute little plugs that I always like to use.
That's so you don't see those nail and the screw holes, right?
Exactly. When we put this white trim on, this is a special product called Cortex. These little plugs are made from the same exact material, so when we put our screw in, it countersinks it. The little plug goes in, you never see the screw head or anything, so it gives you a beautiful finish.
And lastly, these railings that you're using are going to be pretty nice.
Absolutely.
Decorative, I like it.
Yep, this is the AZAC Premier rail, so again, it's going to be a white railing, requiring very little maintenance, cleans very easy, you know, just going to look absolutely beautiful when it's all done.
And replace it they did. Check out the before deck, and now it really is amazing. Hunter, it's been a few weeks. We're back here. The house is done, and this looks like a brand new house.
It does. I mean, yeah, this house, you know, it was only about a 30-year-old home when we started, but you remember the old wood siding just was completely worn out, you know. We put this beautiful deck on here, which is, you know, nice little deck for a grill, a couple of chairs, much nicer than what was here before, you know. Yeah, it really turned out great. The customer was ecstatic.
So Hunter, not only did you renovate the whole exterior of this house, but during the process you thought of some new things that the customer really needed.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we added these garage doors here for the customer. You know, originally part of the plan was we were just going to paint their old doors, which were like a dark brown. They went with the old color of the house. So I had my garage door man come take a look at it and see if he could fix and salvage the old doors. Made more sense to add the new doors, and we were able to put these nice ones with glass in them.
Now, Hunter, there's another new feature too right over there.
Definitely, yeah. We have another thing over here.
Let's check it out.
Sure. Yeah, the customer, you know, did this beautiful Goshen stone staircase here, but really no handrail, you know. So we put this in for them. It's a powder-coated aluminum, so again, it's not going to require really any maintenance.
You're always bouncing around from site to site, so you can interact with the customers, and if they think they might need something midway through the process, you can always accommodate.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, for me, you know, what I pride myself on with my customers is, you know, really being active in the job, you know, throughout the whole process, you know, emails, constant contact with my customers. So little things like this come up and they say, hey, you know, we always wanted a railing here, and, you know, can you do something for us? And so we came out, had my railing man fabricate this. It's actually custom made, and just, you know, works perfect, looks great here.
So if your house looks like this, but you want it to look like that, check out H&R Homes at hrhomesremodeling.com or give them a call, 413-589-0553.